To me, gratitude is the best way to happiness. Like, if you want to be happier, just practice more gratitude. I was only wearing Bhane, so I wasn't buying clothes. And so I still need to buy something. So I always bought shoes. I started buying more, right? Because I had saved all my money from clothes, I was putting towards shoes. So I buy shoes, and I was like looking at shoes all the time. And then every time I would travel, I'd still want to go inside the Nike store. I still want to go inside the Adidas store. It's like, why? Like, it occurred to me, like, why am I still going inside? I already know what's there. I'm not buying anything. Then I sort of realized that you just sort of want to go in to be in the space. And so I said, okay, we need a store. And it needs to be optimized for people just to come, for experience, not for shopping. So that's what we did, Delhi store. That's what the idea is, like, people should be able to come into the space and just be there if you like it. So it's not like you shop and you leave. It shouldn't be a transactional type feeling. It's like, no, come and you're welcome. You can just be. And that's sort of the idea. There's no, I wouldn't say there's a correct pronunciation. We never like try and correct people, oh, you have to say this way or not. We say Bhane. It means rising sun. We knew the brand, we understood the strategy, but we didn't know the name. I said, yeah, Bhane, use as a placeholder, we'll think of something else. 2 weeks later, they came with like how to write it, you know, the font and stuff. I just loved it right away. And so then we were like, okay, fine, we'll go with this. Young, modern, global perspective, globally outlooked people in India that are creative, you know, that's really the target audience. You know, we want to show how it's wearable every day. We want to show how you can sort of wear it however you want to wear it, and how different people wear it different ways. And that was the main idea behind it. You know? So that's why we picked, there's no better way to do it on real people. So Abhineet, the co-founder, and I, like, we've been working together on Bhane for a while, and we talked about sneakers for a long time. And so the funny thing is, like, he's this like Punjabi, like kebab loving like guy, you know, he's a little bit bigger, and I'm like this vegan, I'm Sindhi, but I'm so like vegan, Mr. Non-Veg and Mr. Veg, you know. But the thing is actually, like, even our shoe taste is like represented by that. Like, he loves vintage shoes, he loves old shoes, leathers and stuff, and I love new shoes, which is why I talk about these Adidas Future Crafts. Is like, I love innovation because I grew up with sneakers and basketball, so I wanted the newest, lightest shoe. And he grew up with it, just like the street culture of it, you know? So even our tastes are very different, but our love for sneakers is the same. So like, that's what the name represents. It's like two different opinions, but the same culture, you know? And it's very Indian. It's like, you know, veg, non-veg, and, you know, and like their dots and stuff. So that's the idea. So I picked this up yesterday. It came out the day before, so I was like, I didn't have it. I came to the store, I picked it up. It's big, like, people are going outside of India to buy it. So it's like, why don't we create it ourselves for people here? We launched streetwear just a couple of days ago, so that's like coming into our store first, which is really nice. So actually, you know, you're starting to see more and more people wear it. It's just they weren't wearing it because they didn't have it, right? So now they're gonna have it. One of my favorites, because I mean, first of all, Sonam got them for me, but also they're like 3D printed, and I love sneakers. I love the innovation of sneakers. So I love these. Yeah, so that's probably actually my favorite right now. So, you know, this is funny because girls are getting more and more into shoes and more into sneakers. But, you know, the girls still look at shoes like, okay, it's either a pair of sneakers or a pair of flats or heels. It's one or the other. It's not both. And they're buying shoes for utility a lot, you know? Not for collecting or anything. So I like that. So girls just, in Bombay especially, love Stan Smiths, right? Like, it's just like one of those shoes that they look good enough but they're also easy enough to wear every day. That's something that's really good. Like Sonam's team, Ria's team, they're in sneakers all the time. And that's one shoe that they wear a lot. So that's a nice, easy way to get into sneakers, you know? So to me, gratitude is the best way to happiness. Like, if you want to be happier, just practice more gratitude. Just think about the small things that happen in the day. It could be raining and you weren't ready, or it could be raining and you were ready and you're happy because you enjoy the rain. Once I was talking to my cousin, Akash, and he called me on like FaceTime, and I was driving with my dad in Karnataka, in Bangalore. So dad picked up and he's like, Aki, how are you doing? He's like, phenomenal. and he loved it, and he was laughing. I just loved that word, and people didn't use it. So that was the idea, these two different ideas of like this mentality of just being grateful. And so like just everyday phenomenal was the idea. And I just started using it for our pictures. And when it was coming wedding time, like, what's the hashtag? Like, let's not use Sonand and all that stuff. Like, it's so cute, but I said, let's do something different. Let's continue using what we've been using. And then so we just use that, yeah. For more videos like these, stay tuned to HAUTCRFLY.